Alright, so setting these up really isn't too bad. In fact, I'm going to do several with you. I'll do the first one with you, and I'm going to ask you for number 11. On the first one, look at what you have. Remember, trig ratios are all based on the angle that you're given, or that the angle that you're trying to find. So we look at, what angle are we given? 28. What do we have relative to 28?
The opposite.
We have the opposite, which is our unknown side, and the hypotenuse. Which trig function has opposite with the hypotenuse? Sine. So we write it out. This is the expression I'm looking for. So the sine 28 equals opposite over hypotenuse. Now we're not solving yet. So this is the first step that you need to write out. Now guys, think basic algebra. Real basic algebra. Ignore this for a minute. Suppose all I had was this statement right here. How would you solve for x? Times by 15, right? Okay. That's all you got to do. The sine of 28 represents a decimal value, somewhere between -1 and +1. Actually, it's technically between 0 and 1, but it's fine. -1 and +1. So there's some value in between there. All we're going to do is take 15 and multiply by that value. This is where your calculator, whether you have a scientific calculator or you have a graphing calculator, you will need one of those in order to do tonight's homework.
That would be 420.
You should be able to find a free scientific calculator on your laptop. Yeah, that's
The
perfect.
answer is 420.
It comes on the regular calculator.
Does it? Okay,
I
good.
didn't have to say that.
So, anyways, all we gotta do in order to solve for x is multiply by 15.
That'd be 420.
So we get 15 times the sine of 28. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when I send you the quick check for number 11, this is what I'm looking for. Okay, that's what I want to see right now. Okay, that's 15 sine of 28. When I send you the quick check for number 11, that's what I want. No, that's 15 times sine of 28. Okay. It's understood to be a multiplication. Now, guys, shh, hold on. Now, what I want to show you on your calculators, again, you guys can follow along with me. One of the things that you might want to make sure is that you are actually in degree mode. You want to go to Document, number 7 for Settings, number 2 for Settings. Go to Document,
Graphs and geometry.
number 2. Okay, one more time, guys. Here we go. Are you ready? Whether you're on Scratchpad or whether you're in a new document, doesn't matter. Okay? Just go to Document, 7 for Settings, 2 for Settings, number 1 for General. And where it says angle, make sure that says degree.
That's on radian.
Now, stuck in 15 sine of 28, you're going to go 15 times. Now, guys, your sine, cosine, and tangent are all located right here. You see the trig button? Okay, Rachel, I want to make sure you see this because you're always yelling at me that you don't know how to use the thing. Right here where it says trig. Push that.
You say radian?
No, you want it in degrees. And then there's all your options. We're going to go sine of 28. And what do we get?
7.04.
7.04. So the approximation is 7.04.
The trig
What? That's what I said. Hit the trig. Type in sine?
I thought you would go to settings somewhere.
No, you can go to settings to change it into degree versus radian.
What 28?
33. Okay. Okay, so, guys, I want to make sure we talk about this. This value right here is called the exact value. 15 sine of 28 is the exact value. This 7.04 is called the approximate value, because it's rounded. As soon as you go to decimal mode, you have now gone into approximations. Alright, I'm going to send you guys a quick poll. On number 11, I want you to send me the green portion. Give me the exact value for number 11. Give me the exact value for number 11. It's going to be a little weird, a little different. But this thing called basic algebra. Hey guys, I'm looking for the exact value.
Just went away.
Yeah, mine just went away.
Okay, if you guys go back to the home screen,
Yep.
look there on the left.
Yep.
You'll say quick check.
Where? Nothing.
I don't have it.
Nope, no quick here.
Should.
I don't have any.
There we go.
With expressions.
And give me the exact value.
I didn't know if you
That's the same
No. Alright, so we kind of got some crazy stuff all over the place. Looks like I got one of those that's correct, one of those that's somewhat correct. And we got another one that's a little closer. Okay, let's kind of go back. I think this is definitely what we need to do together then. Okay. So we look at number 11. You look at the angle 40, right? We're looking here at angle 40. What do you have relative to angle 40?
Adjacent over.
Okay, we've got the adjacent, and we've got my hypotenuse. Which trig function is that? That's cosine. So the cosine of 40 is the adjacent 6 over the hypotenuse. Well, can you solve for the variable when it's on the bottom of the fraction? No. So what do you have to do with it? How do I get it out of the bottom? Multiply both sides by x. So in doing so, if I multiply by x over here, and multiply by x over here, these two x's will cancel, and I'm left with x times the cosine of 40 equals 6. And then finally, how do I get x by itself now? What do I have to do? Divide by what? No.
Cosine.
Cosine of
Stop speaking. Gotta divide by that entire expression.
Elevator.
Gotta divide by the whole expression, guys. That's all one term. That's not cosine and 40. That's all one term. Divided by the cosine of 40. So therefore, x is 6 over cosine of 40. Whoa, good call on looking at patterns. When you look at the original problem, when the variable's on the bottom, you know, how do I go from the first line down to here? Switch them on the diagonal, and you're done. Anytime that variable's on the bottom, just switch, and you're done.
Star.
Okay, number 12. Which trig function are we going to use on number 12? Connor, what is it? Opposite and adjacent. Which trig function is that? Tangent. So the tangent of my angle, which is 37, is equal to opposite over adjacent. How do I solve for x? Multiply both sides by 3. is 3 times the tangent of 37. And again, we can use your calculator, whether you got the really fancy ones or you got a really simple one. Go into your document. And we're going to go 3 times trig tangent 37. And what do we get? 2.26. 2.26.
Do we not round to the nearest hundred?
I would say generally, okay, if you're asking me, unless you're otherwise told, the nearest hundredth is appropriate. Okay, that's 2 decimal places. You want to make sure, if you're doing the Math Excel assignment, make sure that you're reading closely on that little blue line. It'll tell you what to put it in. What is to the nearest 10, to the nearest whole, to the nearest thousand. Make sure that you read what it's asking for. If it shouldn't. Should not. Okay. Alright. Number 13. I want you guys to give me the exact value for number 13 and submit it on your quick poll. Okay, give me the exact value. Or not the exact value, sorry, give me the approximate value on number 13. Yes. Alright. Let's go back to here. This is like the opposite is the side that's away from it. The adjacent one is literally right there. It's connected into the hypotenuse. It's almost opposite to the right. Okay, you understand that? So look at number 13. Here's your angle. What do you have? Well, I have my hypotenuse.
Yeah.
And I have my adjacent. So we'll go back to our trig side. Which one was the opposite with adjacent? Or no, adjacent with hypotenuse. Cosine. So therefore, cosine of the angle equal to adjacent
Well, my thing went away.
over hypotenuse.
Yeah, Mr. Thomas.
Yeah.
I
Guys, if the quick poll went away, go back to the home screen.
Oh, I see it.
Okay. You hit home screen and look for and press letter C. I think it takes you back to the quick poll. So look at that. Okay, I'm looking at probably 2.39 is definitely the correct answer.
That was mine.
Good job.
Mine too.
Okay.
Sorry.
I appreciate the 7 cosine 70. That is the exact value. And I think I kind of misspoke several times. I am looking for the approximated value. That's fine. That at least tells me we're on the right path. So as long as you guys have a calculator, you can do that. This is where sometimes you guys need to be a little more appreciative of where you're at in today's society and where you're at in today's education. Former students within, really, this is here, within the last 15 years, it really wasn't that long ago, so within most of your lifetimes, there were students in high school that were still trying to do these off trig tables. Okay, trig tables is literally this. There are books used to actually come with a table from 0 to 89, and the sine, the cosine, and the tangent value out to 4 decimal places for every single whole degree from 0 to 89.
Yeah, that's what Miss Master took.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Waste of your time. Okay? Before that, they actually had to use a slide rule. I have a slide rule. I thought as a math teacher I should probably actually have one. I had no clue how to use it. But I have one.
What's that?
They're really different. Very, very different. I have no clue how to use it. It's kind of interesting. Corbin.
They're actually fairly simple.
Are they really?
Corbin wouldn't.
Hey,
Alright, so anyways,